Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the 100% walkthrough. My name is Alderson, and today we begin our journey as the adult Link. We have to go to the temple, no, not the Temple of Time, the Forest Temple. But Sheik, from the last episode, said that we cannot even enter the Forest Temple if we do not have a specific item. So right now we're gonna go get that item, and she said it would be in Kakariko Village. Funny thing about Sheik is that the game wants you to believe that Sheik is a boy, but I mean, to me, it's so obvious that Sheik is a girl. I refer to Sheik as a girl. I always have, and I always will because, well, Sheik is a girl. But we'll just have a Kakariko, and it doesn't matter what time it is. It just so happens to be nighttime. But in fact, it being nighttime would be a little bit beneficial for us. And you'll see in a moment. But the item that Sheik mentioned is in the graveyard. And right around over here, this is Dampé's hut. Remember Dampé, the Gravekeeper? The Gravekeeper's hut. The Gravekeeper's diary is here. Do you want to read it? Yeah. Because, you know, Link has no morals. Whoever reads this, please enter my grave. I will let you keep my stretching, shrinking keepsake. I'm waiting for you, Dampé. So, it seems like Dampé has died, passed away, over the 7 years that Link has been asleep in the Temple of Time. Also, they're posed now, but... you remember, a couple episodes ago, we planted a bunch of bean plants. And what happens is we just got a piece of heart from it because over the 7 years they have grown to fly, basically. Some plants fly a little bit more than others. This one just goes back and forth, up and down like that. But this right here, this new grave, which was not here 7 years ago, this is Dampé's grave. You can tell by the flowers. So we'll hop in here and question mark. Young man, are you fast on your feet? I may not look like it, but I'm confident in my speed. Let's have a race. Follow me if you dare. This is Dampé's ghost, apparently, and we have to basically follow him. And, you know, he's a jerk, so he'll spawn flames. But, you see, this is almost like a little maze, and I cannot run this properly. But... he'll spawn the fire, and use the fire, like, do not run into it like I do. Jeez. But use the fire as, like, a trail. Yeah, don't you think that's what we're doing right now, Navi? But use the fire as the trail. Wherever there's orange fire, that's where he's going. Wherever there's purple fire, that means you're on the right path as well. Now, if you find rupees along your path, then you've taken a wrong turn. Be careful with that. Rupees, they go on the false path. And then you'll get lost and you'll end up losing this little race. There we go, 103. It's not a terrible time. You just have to get here before the door closes. Time of this race was 103. Hey, young man. You're very quick to be able to keep up with me. As a reward, I'm going to give you my treasure. It's called the hook shots. Its spring-loaded chain will pull you to any spot where its hook sticks. Doesn't that sound cool? Sure, I'll help you. I live here now. Well, I mean, you're a ghost, so you can't really live. Be careful on your way back. He disappears and a chest appears. And I imagine that something good is inside the chest. Also, Link is now adult, he doesn't have to go inside the chest. But now we have the hook shot. It's a spring-loaded chain that you can cast out to hook things. You can use this to drag distant items toward you, or you can use it to pull yourself toward something. While holding C, you can aim with the control stick, shoot it by releasing C. This is a game changer for us, because it's the first real item that we get as adult Link, because we have no items, basically. We just have bombs and deku nuts. And the ocarina, which, if we play the Song of Time in front of these blocks, these blue blocks, then they'll disappear. I imagine that, like, Link makes them travel through time to another dimension or something, but I don't know what happens about that. But now we are in the windmill. It's very odd how Dante's grave pops into the windmill. But right now I want to talk to this guy. Grrr. I'll never forget what happened on that day 7 years ago. Grrr. It's all that Ocarina kid's fault. Next time he comes around here, I'm gonna mess him up. Well, let's pull out our Ocarina and let's see what happens. What the heck? That reminds me of that time 7 years ago. Back then a mean kid came here and played a strange song and messed up this windmill. And now it's raining inside the windmill. You've learned the Song of Storms. A very iconic Zelda song, which I have to do a piano cover of on... I have to do a piano cover of that, eventually. I'm lazy. But we'll go back to the graveyard, because there is a piece of heart that we can get from Dante the Gravekeeper. I call him the Grave Digger, because he digs graves. But he's the Gravekeeper, even though he's dead. I guess he still watches over the graves. Or maybe the Poes are the new Gravekeepers. You don't have to bother them, they just kind of float there, but they will attack you if you get too close. But we'll pop back in here. Blah blah blah, and let's get going. Now the objective is to not beat him, but go through the door before it reaches like 1 minute, I think. I think it's 1 minute. And this is a little difficult, and running into fire does not help. But I'm probably not going to stop talking for a little bit, just to focus. I don't know if we'll make it this time. Come on. Come on. Roll, Link, roll, yes. Okay. We did it. Somehow we did it. The time of this race was 59 seconds. You're back, young man. Was the present I gave to you fun and useful? We didn't use it yet. But we got a piece of hearts. Man, no. That was stressful. That was a little bit stressful. I was afraid I had to do that all over again. Because that race is always... When I was a kid, it was impossible to do. It took forever to get the hook shot. You could get that piece of heart later in the game because you do eventually upgrade the hookshot because its range is rather limited. Let's just say it's useful, but later in the game you're gonna need a longer one. And we'll get into that later, probably next week, as of this video comes out. But right now, since we have the hookshot, we can go get a Gold Skulltula. And with the hookshot, you can get onto the tops of these roofs. And there is a Gold Skulltula up there. If we can... There we go. And he's back here. And you can use the hookshot to kill things and to take the tokens. So right off the bat, it's almost like a boomerang. It's almost like the boomerang, but you can use it a little bit more. But I believe that's all we have to do at Kakariko for now. Let's head to the forest. So we're gonna call Epona. We got Epona in the last episode. If you want to check that out, just check the card that should be up there in the top right corner. But we got Epona, so we're gonna ride her to the forest, which, you know, takes us time than on foot. riding a horse in this game is a lot different than riding him in Breath of the Wild. You actually have to steer these. Yeah, and then push them forward with the control stick. Whereas in Breath of the Wild, it's pretty much automatic. We'll pop in here, and I'm gonna make it nighttime because there is a Gold Skulltula that we can get in the Lost Woods, because we have to go to the Lost Woods. But there's a Gold Skulltula we can get. And, oh my goodness. Oh, what the... What? How big is that thing? It's a big Deku Baba. So basically, these things are like regular Deku Babas, they're just bigger. And it looks like Kokiri Forest is riddled with monsters. I guess that's the Forest Temple being all evil and conjuring monsters and stuff. So, we gotta go push up to that, so now we have to go to the Lost Woods. And go to the Sacred Forest Meadow, that's where the Forest Temple is located. So we're gonna go along the normal route, but look who's in our way. Meadow is. What are you? Though you wear Kokiri's clothing, you can't fool me. I promised Saria I would never let anyone go through here. Well, let's play Saria's song because, well, Saria's song is Saria's song, and only her friends know her Saria's song. And that melody, Saria plays that song all the time. Do you know Saria? That song. Saria taught that song only to her friends. Okay, I trust you. And this line, when I see you, I don't know why, but I remember him. He recognizes Link, but he does not know that I am, like, Link from 7 years ago. I just think that's really cool. But we're gonna continue. Instead of going straight to the Sacred Forest Meadow, we're gonna want to turn left. Because over here, if we ride this bean plant over here that we planted, there is a Gold Skulltula. There we go. Now we'll jump back down and continue on to the Sacred Forest Meadow. There we go. Now there is no Wolfos fight here, but...
From here on, we'll be going through some narrow passages. If you take it slow, maybe you can sneak up on some enemies. Use Z targeting to always look in proper direction. Fetch view so you can see down the next corner before you turn in a corner. Once your view is set, hold down blah 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 blah.
Oh my god. Well, maybe I shouldn't have listened to Navi. That guy is a moblin. And they creep me out when they do that sometimes. But they're really dense. You just sneak up on it, and, well, never mind. Basically, we want to hit him from behind with a hook shot, maybe our sword if we get close enough. But their perception is actually pretty good. So we want to get out of the water and dash over here. There we go. The way, you just take out your hook shot, move it, and then release it. That's the simplest way to take care of these guys. And he was so kind to give me all his hearts. He loves me. Just, they're like bulldogs. And I guess he, like, dogs love people. So he gave hearts to Link. There we go. Oh man, I was hoping he would get closer, but... Oh, nailed it. Right in his butt. Perfect. Onwards. Yeah, Z targeting here is crucial. Alright, we nailed him in the back. It's a one hit. If you hit him with the sword, I believe it's also one hit. Gotta watch out here. You could check just by side jumping. Like that, and then... Okay. So it looks like this is clear. What about out here? Oh. Okay. Got him. Alright. And you hear a gold Skulltula. That gold Skulltula would not appear in the daytime. We'll go collect that Skulltula in a second. If we climb this ladder right here, and then we just traverse this on top. We come over here, the gold Skulltula is right here. This is gold Skulltula number, I forgot, number 44. Now, I did forget a gold Skulltula in the graveyard as a kid. We'll collect that later because you do some backtracking later on in the game. But that's beside the point. Right now, we've got this guy. This is a club moblin. And if he hits you with that, you know, if he hits you with the club, you'll get knocked all the way back and have to start all over. But we didn't get hit because we are good at the game. And now we can hit him and kill him. And this guy drops, I believe, 20 rupees if you kill him. Yeah. Which is a nice payday. The flow of time is always cruel. Its speed seems different for each person, but no one can change it. A thing that does not change with time is a memory of younger days. In order to come back here again, play the Minuet of Forest. This is a fun song to play on piano. The only problem, it's like 20 seconds. So maybe I can make some kind of arrangement or something and make it in the video, but for now I only know 20 seconds of it. Yeah, I've learned the Minuet of Forest. Alderson, I'll see you again. And of course the moth is on the TV, because, you know, why not ruin the moment? But anyways, basically if we play the song, you end up on these Triforce pedals. For each song, there's a Triforce pedal in each dimension, and I'll be right back. I need to take care of that moth. Alright, so, anyways, now that we got here, we have the hook shot. We can hook shot up to this tree branch and enter the long-forgotten Forest Temple. This place is... This is probably my favorite dungeon in all of Zelda. It's what a dungeon should be. It's just perfect. The atmosphere, the music, the challenge, it's all perfect. And I hear Wolfos. Yes, Wolfos do spawn in this, you know, entry room. They spawn down there if you get close to the wall here. But as long as we don't fall down, we should be able to be fine. And right here is a small key. This is the first small key we have found in this game, because the other child dungeons do not have keys. And yes, later on there is a boss key. So here's a Skulltula. Now, you can use the hookshot just to kill them straight up. No needs to wait before they turn around. And the dumbest thing about those Skulltulas, they turn around and show you their weak spots. What's this? Pose. 4 of them. Interesting. They made the room all dark and took away the fire. Well, the whole objective of the dungeon is to get the flames back. But first, to do that, we want to go through this door. But off to the right, there's a gold Skulltula. In each adult dungeon, in each temple, there are 5 Skulltulas. So, now in the child's dungeons, there's 4, except for the Dongo's Cavern, which has 5. I don't know why that has 5, but the door locks. And it's a mini boss fight against Stalfos. Lure it close to you and watch its movement carefully. Attack it when it drops its guard. Yeah, these guys provide a decent challenge. These guys are actually pretty good. You just want to watch their attacks? They open up quite often, but if they, like, right now, there we go. You want to go in with a nice thrust, or, alternatively, you could wait until they attack, and use Deku Nuts, then jump attack. You could try thrusting, I mean, that sometimes works. There you go. Or you could do this, but very dangerous. Very dangerous, but I believe the damage you do when you crouch like that and you thrust forward, I believe it's double that of a normal attack, so it looks like this might be another small key, hopefully, right? Yeah? Alright, alright. You found another small key, that's nice. And in here is a fairy. Now, we already have fairies, so we're good on that, but, you know, it's nice to be full on health and have fairies. We'll just ignore this guy. You can kill him with a hook shot, but, I mean, there's no need to. Now, we want to go this direction. But, actually, scratch what I just said. We want to go this ways. So, like, we just came out of there, right? Hey, this main room gets a little bit confusing, I'm sorry. But we just want to head this ways. To this blue block. Look for a blue block. Play the Song of Time. It will disappear, and there will be a door behind it. Now we want to go through this door, and this is my favorite part. After this, yeah. We come outside into the, I forget, is this, there's a west and there's an east wing, and I forget which one we're in. I believe we are in the west wing, but right here, where is it? Here it is, yes, there are vines growing on this wall. And there are these Skulltulas, so let's just use the hookshot to take care of them rather easily. Now that one, we can't kill that one. I don't think so. Can we? We can hookshot up there, but we can't kill him. So, this is the one Skulltula you cannot kill on vines. So you just want to get to the very edge and wait until he faces the opposite direction, just like that. And then just hope he doesn't spot you. And climb up here and go through the door. Now, we gotta kill this guy. The best way is just to use a Deku Nut and then jump attack his head. Or you could use the hook shot to stun him. But while they're enveloped in their fire, you cannot hit them with your sword. So you want to stun them first. But inside this chest, we will find a dungeon map. Dungeon maps are cool, I guess. But, I'll go through this door. You want to go through the doors that have the symbol on top. That kind of symbol. Now, odd thing is, in the beta versions of Ocarina of Time, that's it. This used to be, the Forest Temple was actually a sort of wind temple instead of a forest temple. And can we hookshot over there, please? Please? Pretty please? Jeez, okay. We'll climb up here. But this forest temple used to be a wind temple, actually, in the beta of Ocarina of Time. And it eventually changed, but that does suggest why in the forest temple you will find the fan kind of pattern. You'll find that fan pattern throughout the temple, which I think is a rather cool Easter egg. If not Easter egg, then just a little tidbit of information. But we'll continue through this well that we just drained. Alright, if you've been paying attention and not listening to my rambling, we'll come over here and there will be another small key. you want to have 3 small keys because we'll be going through a series of rooms that will be locked. So you want to have 3 small keys on you before we go back into the main room. And I love this outside part. I love it. It's so cool. Yeah, watch out for this guy, and we'll just go back through this door. So we're back in the main room. Now we just want to go right over here. To avoid confusion, just keep going this way, so you'll find a locked door. So that's key number 1. And then a gold spatula. Well, not a gold spatula, just a regular spatula. One of the evil guys. We'll continue, and this reminds me of Big Boo's Haunt from Mario 64. Level 5 of Mario 64. I mean, lots of people say that this temple is scary, but it's actually not that. To me, I've never found it scary. There are arrows painted on the floor. Well, I mean, yeah, it's quite obvious. But this temple has never been that scary for me, personally. For other players, they've always found it a little bit scary sometimes, but for me, I've always found it kind of eerie, yes, maybe a little bit on the creepy side, but not scary at all. And actually, I have very fond memories in this temple because it was Christmas time when my brother and I played it for the first time and we beat it. I remember going through the Sacred Forest Meadow with the moblins. I remember going through that when we decorated the Christmas tree. But enough of my rambling. If you just use the painted arrows, you want to push this block down here, and then we climb. We climb again. And then onwards to another block. Now this block, things get a little bit confusing because this room, it's a weird room. It's a weird puzzle room involving these blocks. And we just pull this block back, and then we want to go back down. This is important. Well, alright. You want to go to the green block, right? You just fall down. Follow the arrows back to where you've pulled the green block from, and there will be a ladder. You want to climb this ladder. And then go straight, and we want to go back this way, I believe? Yes. Now we can push this block all the way back, and go back the way we came. And now we can push this block into the little hole that we're supposed to push it in. So we can continue on through our journey through this temple. There we go. Climb. Also, people like to denounce how strong Link is, but this guy, he's got nothing right now. No special ring, no special powers, no nothing. And he just pushed those blocks of what looked like to be stone, possibly granite. This guy's a beast. He is like, he's on par with superheroes like Spider-Man and whatnot.
This corridor is all twisted. Well, no crap, Navi. Just look at it.
This is very iconic of the Forest Temple. And we will come back to this in a bit. And there are actually 2 of these twisted corridors.
Watch out for the shadows and monsters that hang from the ceiling.
Yeah, they are wall masters, and they come down and they snatch you up and they take you back to the beginning of the game. Not beginning of the game, but beginning of the dungeon. And we don't want that to happen. So, we used up all our keys, and I just like to backflip over that because that's cool. And, ooh, that looks like one of the pose from the main entrance, from the main room. How odd. Well, through this door, we will encounter another mini boss fight. But I'm gonna end the episode here for like a cliffhanger kind of thing, you know? But I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like and comment on this video, and please subscribe and click the bell if you haven't for more of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. My Discord server is in the description below. Please join the little party there. I hope you all have a nice day, and this is Alderson signing out. I'll see you in the next one.